Hello everyone, let's start preparing for Men's 2024. By the time results are announced, we can start warming up so that we are well prepared and we are also utilizing our time. For that, we have brought trend analysis in 10 minutes. In that trend analysis, we will focus on GS papers and essay. That we will tell you that how since 2013 UPSC has changed its pattern of asking questions and which topics are super topics, which topics are most important, that usually questions are asked by UPSC and accordingly you can order your preparation. So today we will focus in that trend analysis, GS paper second, especially polity, constitution, social justice and governance parts. In that we will tell you that which topics they have asked most of the questions. So first topic in polity section is called parliament. You should know that from parliament they have asked 15 questions since 2013. In that, what are the topics under parliament? Since parliament is a very big topic, you know. So, we have found that speaker 2 times, MPs related 2 times, committees related 3 times, legislature to uphold accountability of executive 2 times. It means that these are the areas which they have repeated their questions. So it means there is a possibility of repeating for the third time also, fourth time also. In fact, in parliament, committees are most important. And all the three major committees they have asked. Public Account, Estimates Committee and Departmental related standing committees. So these things can be considered as super subtopics within Parliament. Then, next topic which they have asked again 15 times questions is called governance. From governance section, you should know that in that governance section, in e-governance, they have asked 5 times questions. It means e-governance in governance section is the most important topic, followed by RTI 2 times, Citizen Charter 2 times. It means that these topics are repeated. This we don't have to repeat it again and again to tell. So you know that the topics are repeated. Then Lokpal also they ask, CBI also they have asked, whistleblowing also once they ask. Now whatever the questions they will ask from governance section, that will be a repeat question again. Then the next topic in the line is related to non-governmental organization, pressure groups, self-help groups, donor agencies, informal institutions, charitable, etc. that you know. They have asked 14 times questions from these topics, and in that only 3 topics. You'll wonder to know that self-help group they have asked 7 times. And that is the most important topic of GS paper second. There is no any other topic from where they have asked 7 times question. That's also the single topic. This. And it remains still the most important. Followed by pressure groups 5 times. And then non-governmental organization 4 times. It means that all these 3 topics are highly predictable and they are very important. Then thereafter we have brought, so there are 3 topics, you'll find 3 major topics from where they have asked more than 10 times questions, which parliament, governance and non-governmental organization, pressure groups, etc. etc. Thereafter, there are topics, 3 major topics from where they have asked largely 10 times questions, like separation of power and judiciary. They have asked 10 times. You know that judiciary remains an important topic. It is also very predictable. Then statutory body, regulatory and quasi-judicial bodies, again they have asked 10 times. In that, there are some questions which they have asked two times. That quasi-judicial body, they have asked two times. Regulation related, they have asked three times. Last year also they asked one regulation related, Competition Commission of India. So very less possibility that this year they will ask a question related to regulation. Then NHRC, National Commission for Women, they have asked two times. It means that there is a possibility of a repeat question. Then it comes, let's say, next in the line called federal polity. From federal polity also 10 questions they have asked. And in that you know that again there are repetitions like GST last year they also asked 101st Amendment, and before that also they had asked. It means that GST now this year they will not ask. Then it comes cooperative federalism two times, centrally sponsored scheme once. So if you see federal polity, it also remains an important topic, and whatever the question they are going to ask, again possibility is that they will be linked to the recent developments and debate between union and state relations. Then it comes, let's say that fundamental rights, 8 times they have asked questions. In that 8 times questions, most of the time their questions are related to Article 19 and 21. It means you should know that last year in 2023, they asked Article 21. So there is a possibility of Article 19 again getting repeated in different forms, or any other articles. It can be 25 also. Then it comes local government, and again in local government you should know that Panchayati Raj institutions, they have asked 6 times questions from Panchayati Raj institutions. And we will tell that after self-help groups, it can be considered another highly predictable topic, that is 6 times. And last year they asked urban local bodies. So from local bodies heads we can say that it is 7 times. This, and then followed by Representation of People Act. That is another important area. 7 times they have asked questions, on which Election Commission 2 times, defection, disqualification related 2 times, then Model Code of Conduct, electronic voting machine, simultaneous election once. It means there is a possibility of again a question being asked on Election Commission of India, or election related, or election funding, electoral bond related question. Then it comes union executive, you know that, and in that also you will find 7 questions they have asked so far, and largely in union executive, questions are asked related to the office of president, office of governor, or any, let's say that union executive conflicts between union and state relations, like NCT Delhi 2 times they have asked. So that is how the nature of question related to union executive. Then it comes, let's say that we call constitutional bodies, and in that constitutional bodies will tell you that there are 3 prominent such bodies which they have asked questions. First is called Finance Commission. 3 times they have asked Finance Commissions, especially 14th and 15th. This year there is a possibility of 16th Finance Commission. Then CAG they have asked twice. This is how. So 2 times they have asked CAG question. Then they have asked National Commission of Other Backward Classes, Scheduled Tribe Commission. This each, let's say that once they have asked. So that we can talk in terms of constitutional bodies. It means that since last year they did not ask constitutional bodies, there is possibility of question being asked this year. And then the next in line will be considered comparative constitution. From there also they have asked 6 questions so far. And you'll wonder to know that in 6 questions, they have asked only 3 countries comparison: France, UK and US. And each country, let's say India and France, India and US, India and UK, twice they have asked. Last year they asked India and UK. So we can predict India and US again being asked, or let's say that it can be any other such question. They may ask any other, let's say, country, but very less possibility that to compare any other country. But if any country that can be compared, it can be Canada, we can consider this concurrent list and that aspect. Thereafter, there are some social justice related topics. Let's say that poverty, HRD, education, health. These are also important. 6-7 times questions have been asked since 2013. But there is a very less possibility of any repeat of question from these heads. That's why they are very less predictable. What you will predict? Because you should know that schemes and programs have not been repeated. Although Aadhaar is the only, let's say, scheme related to even direct benefit transfer that they have repeated. Otherwise, largely they have asked policies, programs, schemes only once. It can be midday meal, it can be, let's say, Pura scheme that they have asked, or any law, disabilities related law. If you take welfare, education, health, poverty, all these things have highest number of questions here you should know, but it is very difficult to predict where their area is very wide. Therefore, you should focus on those topics which we have mentioned as super topics, basically the subtopics where they have asked the questions. And those details you can also find in description. At the same time, in description also you can find the analysis of 2013 onwards GS Mains paper 1, 2, 3 papers on topic, let's say that related to topic wise, which can give you idea, means you can yourself have this analysis, because it is very important to first know your target, make your preparation very precise, very focused, so that within that 2 months which we have this year, you are well prepared and you have confidence to perform better. So we'll continue this series. In this series, other faculties will continue to talk related to GS paper 1, IR section, GS paper 3. I will again bring ethics paper in my analysis, in my part, and then essay paper. So watch it and get an insight about mains examination, trend analysis in 10 minutes.